good people, Annabella and Ian here from KarmaLifestyles.com. So after getting many questions about what you're supposed to talk about when you first meet a girl for the first time, we have decided to do this role play to share some tips that could be really helpful to you to start up a conversation.
Now, Annabella, it can be extremely challenging to try and strike that conversation the first time you're in a meeting with a girl that you like. Now, at this time, very many things are playing in your mind. Now, you don't know this girl really well, and you don't know her likes from her dislikes, and so you don't know what will fascinate her and what will not. Now, as a result, you find yourself being so cautious about what to say because you just don't want to make it seem a bit ugly before, it gets really beautiful.
Exactly. So let's say by default, everybody's nervous. So maybe the best starting point would be to address the elephant in the room. Voice your nervousness. The good thing about acknowledging to your date that you are nervous is that you start to come down since you have gotten it out the way and off your chest. In addition to that, we're all human beings and being nervous is a parcel of that. And to deal with the changes on your date could be pretty nervous too. So you're not alone.
Now, gents, by now, I'm sure that you are not nervous anymore after you have already voiced it. Now, since you're now back to your real self, you can try creating that rapport during those pleasantries. Now here, remember to make and maintain that good eye contact. Now the pleasantries will also take you a niche lower from where your nervousness had originally taken you. They will also give you both a chance to ease into that situation. Now making and maintaining that eye contact while smiling will create a friendly environment which will be welcoming for her.
Now that this sharing mood has been set, ask probing questions. Now these are open-ended questions that allow her to talk more about herself, hence you knowing more about her, without you having to ask and making it sound like an interrogation, because that's something you want to avoid. Be sure not to ask questions that just give you the surface of who she is. Dig deep to know her real personality, in the disguise of seeking to know her past, what her interests are, and what her desires and dreams are. For example, you could ask her,
what do you do during your free time?
Well, I love baking.
Really? So what do you like to bake?
Oh, loads of different types of things, but I love baking cakes.
I can't believe this, but now all I can think about is cakes. I mean, what kind of cakes do you like to bake?
Well, I like to bake all different sorts of cakes because I like kind of learning, experimenting, trying new cakes and things to make.
Oh my God, that is amazing. I mean, is this more of a hobby for you, or do you have bigger aspirations about this?
I mean, I'd love to eventually own my own bakery, but just a hobby for the moment.
Okay, that's cool.
Now this makes her want to talk more because she gets the impression that you're interested in knowing more about her and what she has to say. And knowing women, we love being listened to.
So, to make sure that your first meeting doesn't turn out like an interrogation, offer some information about yourself so that you can make the exchange sort of more natural. Now you can do this in places where you have shared interests, hobbies, or even shared passions.
Now when you've already started conversing, you should listen to learn her conversational hints. Now every once in a while a girl will throw in hints here and there about what she actually wants to talk about. For example, if she says that she's under so much pressure because of certain deadlines she has to meet, ask her about her job. She obviously wants to talk and maybe even complain about it.
So as long as you make sure that you consider each of these tips, there is really no limit to what you can talk about with the girl that you've just met. Now you can talk about practically anything as long as both of you are comfortable and you're both enjoying yourself and you're having a lot of fun.
You do, however, need to be careful not to overstep, as well as not to make it so much about yourself or her. Now, neither of you should feel like that they've given too much information or more information than the other.
So another very important tip to consider is to make sure that you've not known too much about each other. So if this happens, you have nothing to look forward to, and ultimately there's no need for another date since you already know what you need to know about the other person. But you see, the key here is to trend with moderation, to prolong that fun and excitement and basically keep that conversational bliss going.
So there you have it, guys. We hope this information was helpful to you. Now, if you do want to work with us one-on-one in any of our courses, click on the contact us link that you can find in the description box below. And one of our customer service reps will be in touch with you in less than 24 hours. So we hope to be hearing from you soon. I have been Annabella Rose, and this...
I'm Ian Miles.
And we'll see you next time.